Tay Brew Co. IG. I have noticed that you use 2 different types of chocolate malt. Why have you designed the recipe that way? I think this is specifically talking about one of the stouts that I'm doing, or maybe it was when I was talking about doing American stout. I really do like doing that. Now it's in my genes from having a never-ending love for Jamil Zainasheff. Jamil Zainasheff, I originally started listening to him on the Brewing Network when he was bringing home all those awards on the homebrew scene, when he was winning Ninkasi after Ninkasi, and then opening up the tremendously successful brewery that he opened in California called Heretic. Yeah, he's not attached to Heretic anymore, but super talented, super kind, super giving dude. And Jamil always talked about, like, when you hear me trying to talk about like creating arcs of flavor, that's all Jamil stuff, man. And the idea is it's not like just go kitchen sink when you're making beers and just have all the malts in them or whatever. But if you have a beer where it leans heavily on one thing, it leans heavily on roasted barley, it leans heavily on chocolate malt, something like that. The next time you brew it, give it a shot cutting that volume of roast malt in half and then splitting it with something like, I think in particular, this was referenced to, I use chocolate malt in the beer, but it's actually half pale chocolate and half chocolate. Look at doing some things like that when it comes to caramel malt, and you know you want to have an arc of flavor or something. Say maybe it's more of a traditional malt forward American amber. Maybe look at blending up rather than just throwing Crystal 60 at it. Maybe blending up a little Crystal 80 and a little Crystal 40, right? Something like that. And seeing if that gives that beer maybe a little bit more nuance. That's what I'm chasing when I am separating, when we're talking primarily specialty malts, right? But roast malt, crystal malt. When you see me combining 2 different ones like that, two different flavor ranges, taste those malts. You'll see that they're bringing different things to the table. And if there's any way that you can always, dude, this whole thing that we're doing, this whole brewing thing it's about balance. Number one, is this beer balanced? Well, is it clean? Of course, is it clean? But is it balanced? And is it tasty? And like tasty meaning, yeah, it tastes good, but then there's also like that next level where you're like, if you do want to sit down and enjoy not just the beer, but like dig into it, is there nuance in it, right? Like we should be wanting to create layers, creating layers in a beer without, I don't know, going over the top with it and just kind of going kitchen sink and making a muddled mess. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.